It's really big. Like, look at that. I'm gonna get myself a quarantine haircut. Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. So this time it's not really flight attendant related, I guess. I mean, I'm still gonna show you what my life is like, and I'll just add bits and bobs of my flight attendant life. But other than that, it's more like a lifestyle vlog this time around, and I'm gonna do something really new. New for me as well. So as you guys probably know, we are still in lockdown here and everything's closed apart from like supermarkets and banks and drugstores. So there's like no way I would be able to go to a salon to get my hair cut. So yes, I'm gonna get myself a quarantine haircut. I didn't think it would come to this, but honestly, I haven't been to the salon in over a year. I usually go every year in like December. I know that sounds not a lot to most of you probably. The way my hair is doing whatever. I have a lot of baby hair here. But my hair is really low maintenance because I barely blow dry it. I usually don't use a lot of heat on it. I just let it air dry. And my hair has like wavy curly texture. Since it's getting so long, it's not that wavy or curly anymore. It's turning more into like straight hair once again. It used to be straight years ago, and then it turned curly basically overnight. It was really weird. It was a really weird experience. I mean, it wasn't overnight, but somehow I started getting those weird curls. So new hair would grow in and it would just be curly, and I was like, what? So first of all, I had one curl like right here, and I was like, why? I always wanted to have curls, so I'm really happy about how my hair is right now. But yeah, it definitely needs to be cut. I have a ton of like split ends. I mean, for me, not having been to the salon in more than a year, it's still in a pretty good shape, but it's getting dry and my hair is not really thick. It's more like on the thin side. So I just want to take a little bit of the length off. And like the last time I had my hair cut, it was basically just one length. And I kind of want to get a few layers again because it usually brings out my curls. So yeah, I'm gonna go and cut my hair myself. I have cut my hair myself in the past. It's always turned out well. I've cut my mom's hair, my sister's hair, my brother's hair, my boyfriend's hair. When I was in high school, I used to cut my mom's bangs and stuff. So I'm not completely new to this, but I'm not a professional in any way. So yeah, I'm just self-taught. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't think I've ever given myself a lot of layers before. I usually just have my hair in one length, and that was fairly easy, honestly. If you have a mirror that lets you see the back of your hair, it's gonna work. If not, you might be in trouble. And also one thing I've definitely learned is, I think the first time I ever cut my hair, I used nail scissors. Don't do that. And if you want to cut your own hair, please don't use kitchen scissors, because they're just not going to be sharp enough. So you're going to end up with either messed up hair or hair that's going to get split ends immediately, because if you don't have like really sharp hair cutting scissors, your hair won't like it a lot. I can tell you that. So I actually bought hair cutting scissors. So I guess let's just get started and see how this turns out. I'm just gonna untie my hair. This is actually kind of hard with one hand. So my hair is kind of dirty, I guess, but it's actually fairly long. It still has a bit of a wave there, but this is like, I think it's like third day hair, so it desperately needs to be washed. But like you guys can see, like it's down to here. It does have some curl to it, but it's still longer in the front because I had it in a bob a while ago. And if I pull it down, it goes all the way down to here, which is kind of long. Let me show you from the back. I moved to the bathroom, so I'm just trying to show you back there. Okay, so my hair, like I said, is fairly long. If I like try to pull it down, it's even longer. But yeah, quite a bit of length is gonna come off, at least like 2 inches or so. And I feel like there is more curl on this side than on the other side. It looks fairly straight right now, but trust me, if it's freshly washed, it turns a little bit more curly. So let's try this. First of all, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hair because, at least for me, it's easier to cut my hair when it's wet. Otherwise, since I have a kind of like wavy slash curly texture. I feel like my hair just ends up being uneven. My hair is all washed and combed, and now let's actually start with the haircut. So I just changed into an old t-shirt. I just didn't want to mess up like a good t-shirt in case I cut into it. It has happened before that I have cut into my finger a little bit. These scissors are seriously sharp, like they are hair cutting shears to be exact. Let me actually walk around. I'm standing on yoga blocks right now because I don't have anything that is as tall. As you can see, my hair, it is fairly long. Goes down to here. Can you guys see that? Let's start cutting away. My hair is all cut now. I think I took like maybe like 3 inches off. So I layered the whole hairstyle, and I feel like it looks pretty even from the back. It still has to dry though. So I'll show you guys once it's actually dry what it looks like. My hair is pretty much dry, so this is what it looks like. I feel like it looks pretty even. I mean, I can get away with a lot because my hair is a little curly anyways. And yes, the curls are a little bit more defined now. Let's actually check out the back. It even looks curlier from the back. Can you see that? Like you can see, I took quite a bit of length off. And that's the other side. I feel like my curls are so much more defined. This is a really weird angle to film this at, but look at it. And I've got a little bit more volume up top as well because it is kind of layered. It's definitely layered, as you guys can see here. So yeah, I'm actually happy with how it turned out. So it's worked well. Also the front is a little bit layered as well, like cascading down here. You can't really see that well because, well, I do have curly hair, but still I feel like it works. So yes, I did not mess up my hair, which is good. It's Tuesday, as you guys can see. I am ready to head outside. By the way, my hair, I'm still happy with it. It seems so soft. So I'm glad that I cut it and all the dead ends are just gone. So that's good. And like I said, since I have kind of like wavy curly hair, it's more forgiving than if I just had straight hair. And since I wear my hair wavy or curly, it doesn't really matter if there are a few uneven pieces in there because no one's ever gonna see that. So anyways, I'm just about to head outside because we're running low on toothpaste. It snowed so much last night. Like, yeah. So I better wear my winter clothes, hence my heavy winter coat, my scarf, and my hat. I'm just gonna head outside now. I have been babbling on forever again. You guys, I just got back from Aldi's, so I figured since a lot of you keep asking me what I buy, what I need for a whole week for 2 people, I figured I'll just show you my Aldi's haul. So Aldi's here is called Hofer, which is, it's the same brand, it's just a different name. But I'm just gonna show you what I bought. So my grand total came to 46 euros, which equals to 56 US dollars, in case you were wondering. So I'm gonna show you what I bought. I feel like this is pretty much what we eat in an entire week. maybe a lot of it will be leftovers for the week after or stuff, especially like the canned goods. I'm just gonna show you guys. I bought all of this. Let's actually start here about bananas, tomatoes, potatoes, sweet potato, Kleenex, apples, bell peppers, zucchini, onion, frozen peas and carrots, several frozen herbs, then whole grain pasta, some bread, some oats. I've got mozzarella cheese, 2 little packages of ham, Gouda cheese, wine cheese. Then I've got some canned stuff. I have 3 little cans of corn. I've got 3 cans of tomatoes, 2 cans of mushrooms, and 2 cans of coconut milk. I've got some hummus chips for snacks and some regular chips. I've got 1 liter of milk, which is about 1/4 of a gallon, and 9 liters of sparkling water, which is about 2 gallons and 1/4 of a gallon. Hey guys, today's Wednesday. Today is an exciting day. So I'm gonna get my schedule for next month today. So I'm gonna film a video later, like a roster reveal like I do pretty much every month. And then B, you see that big box over there in the back? That's our fridge. It just came in this morning. So they brought it in here and I just told them to like set it down there because we still have to unpack it when Mario gets back from work. So it's only like 11 a.m. and I can't wait for him to get back because I don't want to unbox it myself. Well, we bought it together, so I want him to see it as well, and I wouldn't be able to move that thing. So it weighs, I think, like 80 kilograms. So 80 kilograms is about, I'd say probably like 200 pounds. So it's heavy. So I wouldn't be able to lift that. Anyways, I'm just gonna show you what it looks like in the packaging in a bit. So pretty. It's really big. Like, look at that. I'm not tall. I'm not the shortest either. So it's a big fridge by my standards. I know in the US a lot of like fridges. That's making weird sounds. A lot of fridges have way different measurements, but for European standards, I feel like this is a full-size big fridge. You can see inside here, so I love the design, I love the color, and yeah, I feel like it's a good size. And there is a freezer part down there. Hey guys, good morning. So our fridge has been unpacked. It's right here. It's big. We're not really sure what we're gonna do with it right now though, because I'm gonna show you something. Let me just flip the camera around. I don't know if you can see that, like that spot right over there. There's a dent in there, and then there are like 3 little dents. And this is the site that we're looking at from like the side, because it's gonna be right next to our kitchen. So it is sort of visible in like dark daylight. We didn't see this one yesterday because we unpacked it at night, but we saw these 3 ones. And we're definitely not gonna pay full price for a product that obviously has a few issues. So we're not really sure whether they're gonna exchange it or whether they're gonna like lower the price because we ordered online. So yeah, I'm gonna, well, I already called them and they told me I have to send an email, and we said, well, we're gonna wait and see what it looks like in daylight, whether it's very noticeable. And yeah, I'm not sure what Mario thinks about it. I just sent him the pictures because he's already at work, and once he gets back it's already dark again, so I just sent him the pictures. So I don't know whether he'll want to have it exchanged or whether he's fine with like a deduction on a price. So trying to figure that out right now, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like anyways. So you can set the temperature up here, so it says fridge and freezer, which I think is cool. And then when we open this up, there's actually a lot of space in there. Has a humidity fresh zone in there for like vegetables, and then there is a freezer part as well down here. So we've got like 3 fairly big drawers. so I feel like a lot of stuff is gonna fit in there. Some of you have asked me in the past about my homemade Nutella recipe. It's not like real Nutella, it's just like a copycat recipe that I kind of, well, I looked at recipes and I came up with my own. Basically, I don't have an exact measurement, so I use hazelnuts. I roast them in the oven for about 10 minutes, just until they smell very nice, until they get a little toasted and the skin turns a little dark. Then I use dates, like dried dates, and I use about equal amounts of dates and hazelnuts, maybe a little less dates than hazelnuts. And then basically I'm just gonna put all of those hazelnuts into food processor and just have them process at first low and then medium speed, and then when it turns into nut butter. So basically we're creating hazelnut butter. I just add a little bit of salt, I add a little bit of vanilla extract, and what else? And then I add in the dates that I have soaked in water before. So you need to have your dates soaked in water for at least like 20 minutes or something like that, and make sure that they don't have a seed in there anymore. And then you just add them in. I like to like cut them into small pieces and then add them to my food processor, and then just have everything processed on medium for a couple more minutes. It takes a while. So this is not something you're gonna have done in like 5 minutes. So it takes a while, especially until the nut butter is formed. And then what else? Once that's done, I add in some cacao. So I'd say I add about basically like a little less than half of what I added for dates in there. So let's say if I add a half cup of dates, dried dates, then I'll add a 1/4 cup of cacao powder. And that's basically it. And if the consistency is a little thicker, then I just add in the water that I still have from soaking my dates, and this is gonna be good for up to like 2 weeks in the fridge, and it's so good. It tastes a little bit more nutty than regular store-bought Nutella does, but at the same time it's just way healthier, and in my opinion, well, I like it better and Mario likes it better too. So that's the recipe for that. I'm just roasting my hazelnuts in there. I'm soaking my dates in here. These are my roasted hazelnuts. They smell so good. They're so nice and fragrant. Here we have crushed nuts. Now let's make nut butter out of these. Look at how creamy that looks. You guys can see it's quite liquid. It's very creamy. Let's add in our dates. It should look something like this. I always make sure that I have smaller pieces of dates. I don't like the big chunks in there, so I just try to cut them before I blend them in a food processor. So let's actually just up here and let's start blending. It's done once it looks something like this, and once you actually like the consistency, like I told you before, just add in the water. Look how like creamy that is. Just add in the water that you used to soak your dates, and then you're done. So that's the result. It's 1 jar of homemade Nutella. Tastes so good, it smells so good, and I'm just gonna put that into my fridge, and then I have Nutella for about 2 weeks. You guys, I think I'm just gonna end this video here. I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. I know it was a little different with like me cutting my hair, then going grocery shopping, then showing you how to make homemade fake Nutella. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet and you don't want to miss any of my future videos, make sure that you click on the little red sign down there, and also make sure that you click on the bell icon. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all having a great week. I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. I know we're in the middle of pretty trying times, and I know we're all growing tired of like quarantine and lockdown and staying home and all of that. But I feel like there is a light at the end of the tunnel now with like the rollout of the vaccines and all that. And I know it's gonna be hard to like keep going right now, but I feel like we can all get through this. I feel like we can all do our part so that we can finally go back to our normal lives, so that we can finally go back to seeing our friends and family and all of that. And yeah, it's hard for me too, yeah. I'm trying my best. I know that this lockdown is very different from the first lockdown, because in our first lockdown, it was basically the time when I first talked to Mario, but it's so different when you're living with someone. I feel like this lockdown is so much easier now, and I feel like everyone's more used to the situation by now, because back in March 2020 it was like, wait, we were in lockdown, oh my gosh, and now it's like, okay, we're in lockdown again. So you guys, I'm there right with you. We're gonna make it through all of this. Just don't lose hope yet, right? Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.